Hey everyone, I'm Nick and welcome to the channel. This is a 2008 Mercedes CL63 AMG and it's actually going to be at the Philadelphia Auto Show starting this weekend. Now, one of the rules for the Philadelphia Auto Show is that any car exhibited can only have a maximum of 1/4 of a tank of gas. And unfortunately, the weather recently has been terrible, so driving this car hasn't really been possible, and I need to get the gas out before tomorrow, and I don't want to idle it for 10 hours. So today we're going to get access to the fuel tank under the rear seats and pump some gas out of it. So let's get started. One thing I'm going to start with is to put the seats in the forward position and also pop the hood. And we'll disconnect the battery because we're working on the fuel system. All right, so I disconnected the battery, but the car's haunted. Look. Well, it turns out there's a battery in the trunk too, so I didn't know that, and I think the battery under the hood is specific to the AMG, so let's get in the trunk and find the other battery. All right, so we're in the trunk and the battery lives back here. So to get there, we have to remove this panel, and to remove this panel, we have to remove the floor panel. There are two little hooks that are screwed in, one there and one here. So I'm going to take these off. These are T20 screws. And I can pull this out. There we go. I guess we don't have to pull it out all the way. We can probably get that there and then pull from the bottom and get that out. There we go. Okay, I'm just going to get this panel out. There we go. Okay. And there's the real battery. Okay. Okay, let's get that negative terminal disconnected as well. There we go. Now we have the power disconnected. Okay, so we're now in the back seats, and the fuel tank kind of lives in this area. It straddles the drive shaft, so there's one axis under this cushion and one axis under that cushion. This car's actually been serviced already. It's had a pump replacement here, so we're actually going to work on this side, since that plastic is going to be newer, seals are newer, and I'm less concerned about anything going wrong with the plastic than I am on this side, which is probably still original. So let's get the seat cushion off. This should just be pulling it up and out, but let's see. There's a little catch right here in the middle, and you can pull up and forward, and we will put this aside. So the release is right here. You push in, then you can pull it up. Now the fuel access is under here. And be careful, this panel cracks with age. It's like sound deadening. Let me see if there's a good way to get this off. There we go. Yeah, it's just crumbling a bit. But this is the access hatch. So this can get folded out of the way. And here we have the access panel. So maybe I'll vacuum this a bit, but essentially this will turn, it's supposed to turn counterclockwise to release and come straight out. There we go. It's kind of tucked under there. And here is the top of our fuel tank. So our main plug here and a retention ring here with 6 10mm nuts. So once we pull that ring off, we can actually lift the cover off as well. Yeah, pretty easy to get to. Same thing on the other side if you need to. There's one pump on one side and a transfer pump between the two. And apparently a not uncommon issue is that the plastic can have problems and fuel can seep through, which is not ideal. And if your pump's going bad, you can have fueling issues too, where the car just will stall out and not start. So you take this connector off. There we go. And get these nuts off. Before going any further, I'm going to vacuum the area to avoid having anything fall into the fuel tank. I'm going to pop this, lift this up, and I can just feed the tube in here. I guess you're good. To pump the fuel out, I got a helping hand and held the hose in place to avoid making a mess. We ended up pumping out about 6 gallons. And before connecting the batteries and checking the fuel level, we're going to close everything back up. I tightened up the retaining ring in a star pattern. Now we can connect the batteries and check our fuel level. That's connected. Okay, we're just over 1/4 of a tank. I think that's pretty good. And now we can put the cover back on here, which has these little hooks here. And if you remember, we turned it so that this arrow was in line with the car. So drop it in there. You kind of have to like slide it under the sound deadening. There we go. There we go. That's closed up. Pop that down, and we can put the seat back into place. Slide it back. And there we go. All set. Now we have the right amount of fuel to be in the car show. Now back here, normally we would slide this panel back into place, but since we actually have to disconnect the battery at the show, we might as well just leave it open and put the floor panel back into position. So, and just have this aside so we don't have to do as much when we get there. Slide that forward. There we go. I guess we can leave this here. Okay, that's out of the way enough. We can have our stuff in the trunk in the meantime, and I'm gonna put these 2 mounting hooks somewhere safe where I won't lose them so I can put them back in after the show. And with the fuel level in the right place, we took care of a few other things. The headlights needed a bit of a polish, and the wheels got cleaned and ceramic coated. And with that, it's ready for the 2026 Philadelphia Auto Show. We'll be at the Extreme Creations Auto Club booth, so if you're visiting the show, be sure to come say hi. And it'll be this car, the Infiniti, and a couple other really cool cars from other members. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like and to hype the video because it really helps me out. And if you have any questions, let me know down in the comments. If you want to see more videos like this, be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.